YouTube. YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX doing something not quite my normal sort of vlog. Today we're going to be talking about a really important topic. Not, our usual super happy fun answering time, not our usual super happy fun Lucky. This is going to be one of my serious talks. This is kind of like day one rant part 2. Because, I want to explain the whole Content ID claims scare that's going on. I want to give my version of it, what I think is going on, and most importantly, why I think this is actually a very good thing, and why I think this could actually be something that ends up benefiting the Let's Play community in the long run. Not becoming the end of, Let's Playing like a lot of people are claiming. I think that's just silly. I think there's a really big distinction to make here, and I want to explain this so that it's out there, because I think this is something that really needs to be said. I think this is going to be one of the most important videos I ever make. So, hey everyone, like I said, this is LuckySevenDX. Buckle down, because today we're talking copyright. It's going to be a doozy. So, for those of you who have not been aware of what's been going on lately, YouTube essentially, there's been changes the whole way partners work, and how there's been the whole Content ID management has worked, and things have been going on. There has been big and small Let's Players across the board have been getting a lot of Content ID claims. I have gotten 2 Content ID claims. We're gonna go over what those are about later. I'll even here's my copyright notices page. You can see my claims right here. I will blatantly show them because here they are. And we'll go with them. But that being said, a lot of people are saying, oh no, this is the end of Let's Playing, oh no, all the evil game companies are going to take over everyone's money and Let's Playing is going to die. No! No, 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 no. First of all, the game companies, I wholly believe, support Let's Playing. I don't think that, it's silly the fact that there's even, been a conflict between game companies and Let's Players to begin with in the first place, but I'm going to go into more of that later, like I said. But this is certainly not the end of Let's Playing. First of all, if things keep going in this trend, a lot of the Let's Players that I know, they get, a few content claims out of, say, for example, me, 2 out of 1,000 videos. That's a drop in the bucket. That's not even, that's really not that big a deal. 2 out of 1,000, that's really not affecting me. And between all the big, this and the big Nintendo content claim, fiasco, it's really not been, I've really been minimally affected. I think there's a reason for that. A reason, like I said, I'm going to get into later. That being said, there's 2 types of Content ID claims. There's the ones that really, were intended to go through, and there's the erroneous ones. The erroneous ones are, I think, stuff like the things that have gone on my channel. The reason I say that is because they're both from Valve, they're both from Portal 2. Valve has explicitly said pretty much that they support Let's Play. I'll put a link to that, to proof of that in the description below, because there's pretty much proof that, Valve is okay with Let's Playing. I don't think they intended to grab my videos. A lot of these processes are automated, you guys have to realize. This isn't game companies going and purposely going, oh, you can't have that video! This is an automated process, and automated processes make mistakes. They're casting a net to catch a lot of the bad fishes out there finally, which has needed to happen. YouTube has needed some regulation for a long time. I do really, truly believe that. I think, especially with partner companies and everything else, I think things have gone out of control. I think partner companies have been protecting things a little too much, giving people too much room and leeway, and it's caused problems, I think, which I want to go into, and that what's going on here is actually part of the solution. Like I said, a lot of these erroneous claims, I think, a company is really casting that a little bit too wide. There's a lot of cutscene claims, a lot of audio claims that aren't quite factual. But here's the important thing, guys. They can do that because there's a dispute button for your content claims. You can go there and you can dispute the claim, and that is there for a reason. That is there for when these automated claims happen incorrectly for you to fix it. It's your own channel. If it's happening to you, you can go fix it. Obviously, if you're in a partner network, contact your company, talk to them, make sure everything's correct, make sure you're in the right in doing this, but more often than not, if you claim fair use, you'll get away with it because companies know about fair use. They believe that we fall under fair use, and they are willing to protect us. They're willing to be our friends if we're doing things correctly. I don't think companies really are out to get us. So if you dispute it, things should be fine. You'll get your money back in your video and all is well. They have to cast the net big, because if they don't cast the net big, if it's not strict enough, then people will find the loopholes and get away with it. They need it. They're trying. If you cast the net to catch all the bad fishes, you're going to accidentally catch a few good ones. That's what all this is about. Like I said, my Content ID claims, one of them is on the first Portal 2 video for a cutscene. That one I've disputed because I do believe that Valve didn't intend to take the money from that one. We'll see if that's actually the case, but I do fully believe that. The other one I could have disputed. I think I would have gone away with it. I chose to accept it because it's a video about trailers and videos that Valve made. It's not gameplay. I don't think I really own the rights to that. And if they're making a little bit of money off of me, that's fine with me. So I let them have that one because, frankly, I think that's perfectly fine. So, like I said, a lot of these claims currently are erroneous. There's no reason for people to be nearly as alarmed and completely panicked as they should be. At least in terms of the Let's Playing community. And I'm making a distinction here right now. I'm going to make a distinction right now, and I don't want to be preachy, I don't want to be hating, but I want to make a distinction between the Let's Play community and the Day 1 Let's Play community. There is a big difference, which I'm going to go into later. It's going to be a lot of rehashing from my my Day 1 rant, which I will link in the description below as well. Oh, and another thing I want to link in the description below, Far From Subtle. They have a really good video about content disputes and how to handle this whole Content ID situation. Watch that video. They do a really good explanation. They know what they're doing. They have not had a partner network. They've had to protect their own asses for a long time, and they know what's up. They really, truly know how to handle doing this. Big company, big people like Far From Subtle, Total Biscuit, a lot of big people have been doing this, having to deal with this and fight their own battles for a long time. Partner networks started to hold hands a little too much, and people need to kind of learn now to fight their own battles when it comes to false disputes, which is perfectly fine. That's what the dispute button is there for. That is what it's there for. So when that happens, there's that. Another issue before I go into the whole Let's Plays Day 1 thing is there's also been a lot of issue with background music. The truth is, if you put background music in your video, you are opening yourself up to being flagged. Let's Play in particular is a very legal gray area, and the more gray you make it, the more likely you are to be called on it. The best way you can run a Let's Play channel is to be as safe as humanly possible. Background music is never a good idea unless you have very explicit permission. Companies like Fullscreen do provide music that they will back up 100% as safe, and that they have the rights for. But anything you do not have the rights for, do not put it in your video. You will get called out for it. There are people complaining that their videos are getting claimed because they have Katy Perry songs in the background and they got claimed for it. Like, no shit, Sherlock, you're going to get called out on it. You don't have the rights to that song. You can't do that. You can't. So people need to realize that they can't take risks like that, and they have to play it safe, because else they have every right to get called out on it. Companies have every right to do that then. Don't do that. It's stupid. It really is stupid. Keep things simple. Keep things clean. Very important rule of Let's Playing. But here's the thing. Here's what I think Content ID has really become about with this case. Like I said, have not been touched. In either Nintendo Purge, Nintendo has not claimed not a single one of my videos. Not Kid Icarus, not Paper Mario Sticker Star. Nothing has been claimed Nintendo-wise yet. And I think there's a reason for that. I don't think Nintendo is trying to go take over Let's Plays and take all the money from Let's Plays. They're trying to protect their best interests, which have been infringed upon horribly lately by Let's Players. Let's Players are in the wrong lately. And that is with Day 1 Let's Plays. Look at the trend currently with the people who have gotten the most claims and what projects have been getting the most claimed. Super Mario 3D World, Pokemon X and Y, Link Between Worlds, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, etc., etc. Very recent Day 1 projects. And companies have every right to take the money from that, because frankly, LPers have been taking the money from them, which is never, ever what Let's Playing was ever supposed to be about. Basically, Let's Playing, in my opinion, is supposed to be about the passion of gaming. It's supposed to be about, taking a game you love and promoting it, sharing it to a new generation, reliving your fondest gaming memories for, the world to see. Basically taking games you love and sharing them with everyone, bringing the games to their attention, bringing, basically a lot of old love to new people. That's what LPing should be about. That is what every single game I have ever LP'd has been about. It's been about because I have passion, because I have something to say about the game, it's because I want to share the game with people. And it has showed, because I think I have a fan base who is really heavily based around wanting to, see, just wanting to share in passions of games, wanting to hear more about the games I like, and then they go out and get the games. I've had so many people go out and say that they have bought the games that I have LP'd, and I am more than happy to hear that. That pleases me immensely, because that's, in my opinion, the purpose of doing this, to share the games. Day One Let's Playing is a separate entity, I think. I think it's the result of, Let's Playing becoming a business. It's a result of it becoming about getting the most views, getting the most subscribers, getting the most money. And it's kind of corrupted it. I think LPing has fallen off the right path. I think it's taken a turn for the worse in this whole Day One thing. Because it has become about views, it has become about subscribers, and Day One LPing is essentially, let's be the first one to ride this wave of popularity of a new game. And what that ends up doing isn't promote a game. Super Mario 3D World has gotten enough advertising. Link Between Worlds has gotten enough advertising. It's not about the love of a game. You haven't played the game. How could you possibly know if you love it or not? It takes months for really a genuine appreciation and understanding of a game to really develop, for communities around a game to develop, for, that sort of, for the new game feeling, the new game feel to wear off, you all are still in your honeymoon phases. Things are, of course, going to be, it's not the same. It's not really about the passion of it. Really, I just don't see a reason to ever do a Day One Let's Play. You're either doing it for, because the fans want it, and that's because the fans want it for free, essentially. They're like, hey, show us the game so I don't have to go spend my money to a game company and do it. They're essentially robbing the game companies, because they're essentially getting the game for free. That's what they're using those Let's Plays for. And, that seems to be the general trend for a lot of, fans for Day One Let's Plays, because I've seen a lot of other people say, no, we don't want them because we want to actually play the game first. So, I mean, if you're watching a game instead of playing it, then it's kind of just defeating the purpose, is it not? So, either that's happening, people are just giving into that pressure, or because it's become such a widespread thing now, and now that's become an expectation of Let's Players to do Day One Let's Plays, which is silly and something I will resist to the bitter end. I will never ever do a Day One Let's Play. I will do Dream Team when I am darn well ready to. I will do Link Between Worlds when I am darn well ready to. I will do those games. I want to do those games, but I will do them when it's time to promote them again, where it's time to share my appreciation of them with people, where it's time to really cause a new resurgence of popularity with the game, not ride the initial wave, and that takes time for that transition to happen. And I will do that when it's time for a genuine Let's Play of that game to happen. No sooner, no later. Now, it doesn't matter what people say. Stop asking for Dream Team, because it's going to happen when I choose to do so. So either that, or, people are doing it because, let's face it, riding that initial wave of popularity will get you views, will get you subscribers, will get you money. Of course, the way I do things, I feel like it's a whole different sort of subscriber base. I really have so much respect for you guys as fans, by the way. I just want to say that now. You guys are like the most genuine, awesome fans. All of you seem to share the love of... It's not about, me showing you the newest games and you getting a free pass to all the newest games. It's about sharing, the love of gaming. And I really appreciate that. So many of my fans are about that. Are about that aspect. I feel like I have like the most genuinely kind and awesome gaming fan base ever. And I really am so honored to have that. So thank you for that, by the way. But Let's Playing became about the views, about the money. It became, like I said, expectation for Day One Let's Plays to happen. It became okay for Day One Let's Plays to happen because a lot of companies just didn't have the power, especially if the partner networks were protecting them, to really combat it. Things changed, and thus the Content ID things began. That's why, like I said, a lot of Day One Let's Plays are being targeted because companies, like I said, lose money. For everyone who does a Day One Let's Play, that's a lot of people who are going and watching the game instead of buying it. There's a difference between watching the game and thinking about it and buying it, and then instead of doing a Day One Let's Play is largely about watching a game instead of buying it, whereas a later Let's Play is a lot of people watching the game because they played it. So either, because, let's face it, a lot of people aren't going to wait 6 months. They're going to want to go buy the game instead. That's just how it works. So LPing changed, like I said. It became that direction, and this is companies fighting back, and they have every right to. LPing has become something wrong. Like I said, LPing should have never become a conflict between creator and provider, as in, the people who provide the game, the people who made the game, and the people who are creating Let's Plays. There never should have been a conflict between the two. They always should have worked together instead. And that's what it was originally. I think that's why, a lot of companies support Let's Plays, because it's free advertising, it's free hype for a lot of old games. It's bringing old games to a newer generation. That's very good for them, and they love to see that. I genuinely believe that a lot of companies love to see that. And that changed with the Day 1 Let's Plays. And that's why companies are taking a stand against it. And that's why you see Content ID. That's why you see this current pattern of content. I mean, if it was truly companies just going after Let's Plays in general, you would see blanket claims on all projects, not focused on newer projects. I would have a lot more claims in my videos, I think, if this was a blanket attempt to take down Let's Playing. It's very clearly directed towards new projects because those new projects are hurting their profits. And they have every right to defend their product and their profits as they see necessary. It is their product. It is their right. And they should be doing this. And this is a good thing because, like I said, I think Day 1 Let's Plays are a stain on what what Let's Play should be, and they need to stop. They really, truly do need to stop. So, I think these Content ID claims are good. What I would like to see, where I would like to see Let's Plays go, and where I'm hoping this could potentially begin to take us, I think, like I said, I think there's potential for, I think Let's Plays in their original form were a sort of, thing where both creator and provider could mutually, understand, could have a could mutually benefit from it. I think that could evolve even further. I want to see that evolve even further. I want there to be game companies and, Let's Players to have a sort of partnership. In fact, there should be a partnership. I think, Nintendo, for example, should take a cut of my profits. I would be perfectly fine with that. They shouldn't take all of it. They shouldn't take most of it. They should take some of it. It is their game. They do deserve some of my profits. I deserve the bulk of it because, I do all the work. I do all the editing. I do all the videos. It's a lot of work. It is a job, essentially. I have to put a lot of effort and a lot of my heart and soul into doing all this stuff. And that does deserve to be rewarded. But game companies should also profit. I would love for Nintendo to make profits. It'd essentially be working for Nintendo. That's awesome. I think that's a good thing. So I would love to see a day where, and plus the other good thing about this is, if say we did have a partnership, say, Nintendo's like, yeah, you Let's Players can do our games, but you can't. But then they can also have the control to decide what games they can do. They can purposely pick they can say, no, you can't do Super Mario 3 World. It's going to cut our profits. You can do it 6 months from now. They could have the control to decide the rules, and that's a good thing. Because the more people abuse the system, the more it's going to hurt them, and that should never be the case. There should not be incentive to abuse and hurt companies like there is right now. There is a huge incentive to hurt companies. That should not exist. These Content ID claims, the companies having the power to fight back, can bring back a balance where, people LP games because they love to do them, not because it'll make them popular. And that's a good thing because that love will be able to create a partnership between game companies and Let's Players. There really did used to be that, I think. And there should be in the future. So that's why I think these Content ID claims, I think they're geared towards that. They're geared towards companies protecting themselves like they should, like they have every right to. And they aren't really geared towards Let's Players as a whole. And that's going to be an improvement, like I said. That's going to be able to it's going to be incentive for people to go back to the old way of Let's Play, of doing games because they love them, of doing games because they want to share them with the world. And that is something I really want to see happen. So really, I'm LuckySevenDX. I Let's Play games because I have a passion for them. I keep my values. I want to support game companies as best I can. That will never change. I will always be their fans. I will never ever try to take money or profits from them. I only want to help the game companies because they have given me such awesome memories, such awesome experiences, so many awesome times, and I want to take those times, I want to take those memories, I want to take those experiences and share them for everyone and share them with a new generation of people. I want people to go back and be like, hey, Janky Coon 2, I've never heard that game. That game's cool. I want to show that. What's so bad? This is really awesome. I want to go hunt that game down and get it. Or, oh, I really enjoy, what's an old game? The Mario Luigi series. Let's go back and play the whole thing because Lucky's doing that. Oh man, these games are so much fun. Oh my god, I forgot how cool these games were. Stuff like that. I want that. That's what Let's Playing should be about. And these Content ID claims can make this, to be honest, I could be wrong. This could end up being a blanket. If blanket-wide claims start happening, that's when you have to start panicking. That's when things are going to be problems. Right now, they're targeted towards the people that they should have targeted. They are targeting people who are essentially infringing on their rights. And that's what companies should do. They should target people who are infringing on their rights. As Let's Players, as a community as a whole, we have taken steps too far. It's good that we're going to get back to an equilibrium that benefits both sides. That's a good thing. So that's kind of my spiel on Let's Plays. I hope it's something that makes sense. I hope it's something you guys understand. This isn't supposed to be a target against anyone in particular. This isn't supposed to be me, like, you know, attacking Day One Let's Players. This is me explaining why I think they're a bad thing for the community and why I think what these Content ID claims are supposed to do is correct that and return Let's Playing to its true form of a thing about passion and not about views and profits. So that's my opinion. That's what I think things are going about. Like I said, I could be wrong, but I really do believe in game companies. And I really hope they're watching this. I really hope they understand the true Let's Play spirit and really, you know, can agree with it and really support it. I really, truly believe companies like Nintendo support us, because we are their biggest fans, and I think they know that. I really do think they do. Something else I do want to quickly explain before I do this is there is a difference, by the way, between Day One Let's Plays of big companies and Day One Let's Plays of indie companies. Indie companies are kind of a different entity altogether. Indie companies, because like I said, Let's Play is about promotion. Indie companies need promotion. That's what indie means. So a lot of people, you know, there's a lot of indie companies that do give Day One permissions because it helps them in the long run. That's why LP should always be about helping the game creators. And, you know, in that way, Day One LPs are very helpful for them because otherwise they wouldn't get attention. Notice how, though, a lot of the popular Day One Let's Players don't do indie games. They do big Nintendo games, big games that already have been promoted. They don't do, you know, the small indie games that need promotion. They do the ones that already have because they want to ride the wave of popularity, not promote a game. That's the difference. That's the bad that companies are trying to delete. So Day One of indie stuff, like Day One that companies go out and say, hey, do a Day One of this game please for us, those are good. Those are fine. It's Day One LPs of like the popular stuff that's just for riding the waves of popularity that's really become a stain on this community, in my opinion. So, like I said, I think these Content ID claims, if done correctly, which so far I think they have, are a step in the right direction as a community. And I really hope people see that. And more importantly, I really hope people see that and support it, because I think companies need to see that we support this. That's going to make things even better in the long run. The more we can support these companies, the more they can see our support, the better. I really, like, this is something, like my tweet that I made on Twitter that I'm going to link to, in this video, I really want it to be shared. I really want I want as many people to see this as possible. I want this sentiment to be shared. I want us as a Let's Play community to unify around the idea of Let's Plays being about passion and about supporting game creators. Not about, you know, profits and views. I want this to be the start of a change. I want this and the Content ID claims to really bring about something new. I want this to not be the death of Let's Playing. I want this to be the rebirth of Let's Playing. Because I think it died a long time ago, and I think this is possibly the beginning of it coming back to what it should be. I really, truly hope so. I really, really hope we can get some, you know, the support and really get the sentiment around there. You guys, I know you guys who watch my videos really do believe in this. I know that you guys really do agree with what I'm saying. I can tell in all your comments and all your love for gaming that you guys really are genuine gamers. You guys really just have that gaming spirit. Like I said, I'm so honored to have the kind of fan base I do. I think it needs to spread. I think this notion of what Let's Play should be needs to be remembered by a lot of people. So if you guys are more than free to share, link this video wherever you want. I want this out there as much as I can. Not for my own benefit, but because I think this is an important message for what Let's Playing should be. Thanks for taking the time watching this video, guys. I know my voice is just tired because I've actually re-recorded this a few times to really just get the sentiment just right. It's something that's really, truly important to me, so I'm really glad you guys took the time to watch this. We'll be back to my super crazy, happy, not-so-serious self soon, but this is something important, like I said. This is a video that means a lot to me. So thank you for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, sharing, doing what you can. I always appreciate you guys so much. You guys really just make my day. I'm so happy to have the kind of people I have watching my videos. It really, truly means more to me than you guys really even realize. I'm truly honored to be the kind of Let's Player I am and to have the kind of fan base I do. I truly am. So, thanks for watching, guys. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. I'll see you guys in the next vlog for less serious topics and more not-so-serious Let's Plays, and more gaming awesomeness. I just wanted to get my message. This is my MO. This is what Let's Playing will always be for me. So it's rambly as hell, crazy video, long as hell, but important. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.